I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
Look, I live the life I deserve. Bless. Fuck a vacay, I feel better at work. I mean whatever it's worth, I give whatever I'm worth. For my niggas who gon' go to hell and back for me, I'ma give them heaven on earth for a hell of a check, yeah, whichever come first. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Look at my life, man, that's lessons on lessons on lessons.
Alright, so like I promised you guys, I had a very special guest. You know him from Instagram, from Vine, Wildin' Out. He's everybody's side dude.
Well, ladies, not.
No, ladies.
No homo.
Every girl's side dude, and then he moved to the West Coast just to expand his brand and his stable of hoes.
Just so I could fuck Mexican girls. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't want that crazy, man.
I already met some.
Yeah, right?
I don't want none of it. Bitches will cut you and then make you a taco the next day like it never happened. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, you gotta fight all her brothers.
Oh, yeah.
On the first date, you meet her mom, her dad, her brothers, your cousins.
Grandparents.
Then you tell them you're Dominican. They're like, what part of Mexico is that? Yeah.
Part of Mexico is that, Holmes?
Yeah. You gotta write essay or A like you're Canadian.
Yeah.
Like vocabulary.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't guessed it yet, it's Tonio Skits, man.
What up? It's Tonio Skits. Oh, these claps are great. Thank you. No, for real, thank you. Stop. I'm good, man. LA life is great. Sometimes it's just, I live where I live, man. There's nothing but Mexican restaurants, and I'm not used to that. Yeah, I come from Miami. We got a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, what did you eat over there in the West Coast?
Man, I ate Cuban food, Dominican food, Puerto Rican food, Brazilian. Man, we just got everything over there.
Yeah, we got one Salvadorian restaurant in Santa Monica, and then the rest are just high-end Mexican restaurants. We have the largest population of taco trucks everywhere.
Everywhere. I saw them at church. How you got a taco truck at a church?
Hey, man, they're making bank.
Yeah, they doing it.
You know the preacher just pushing that one taco truck outside because
That's
they're
all.
like, hey man, I'm getting that 10% of whatever he's earning.
Yeah. After the collection plate, he collects his money from the trucks. That's why he's pushing that Porsche.
Yeah.
You know, because God gave that to him.
So I'm gonna start off with a very typical question, man. How did you get started in this whole thing?
How did I get started? Simple. My ex-girlfriend cheated on me with the weed man, and this is true story, like legit. She cheated on me with the weed man, and I moved into my aunt's house, moved into the garage. Didn't want to watch TV, so I just be on Instagram. I used to post like little. I used to be that dude that posts those memes like, "Oh, you deserve better." And one day somebody I had like 700 followers. Somebody wrote a comment like, "Yo." He's like, yo, you gay? Or something like that. So I deleted my Instagram. I opened up a new one. And when I did that, my first video that I saw was a video by Jessica Vanessa. It was a Vine. And I remade it. So then, it was just fun. So I did it again. And, man, I remember I got like 100 likes in a week. I was like, what? Yo, I'm doing it. And then I decided to make videos about my past relationship, and people fucked with it so much, it became therapeutic for me. So I just kept doing it. And then 6 months later, Chris Brown posted me, and then my ex hits me in the email. Oh my God, I knew you could do it. Whatever, indirectly with an apology. And anyway, so I just kept it moving, and then a year and a half later, or 2 years later, I'm in LA talking to you.
Man, you're like, shut the fuck up and break the weed down, man.
Yeah.
By the way, that's some evil shit. Though. How you gonna take? That's fine. I think you were more hurt about losing the weed, man. Than it's like, all right, pussy. I could find pussy somewhere else, man. But finding a quality weed, man.
Yeah, that's.
On you, that's fucked up.
It becomes a situation now. So I'm like, oh, so every time I came to cop from you, you were fucking my girl. So it's just weird. But
He wasn't your friend though, was he?
Nah, he wasn't my homeboy. I know that dude like that.
Fucking guy code like that.
I don't even smoke. It wasn't even my weed man.
Damn.
That's what made it even weird. But whatever,
you in a
man.
compromising position with you and all your friends. You're like, man, I want to cut weed, but we're homies, so I can't now.
Like, now what am I supposed to do now? Every time I come get some weed, she gonna deliver it? Like, what's gonna go on now? Like, nah, but whatever. That was over. And it was just difficult. I was in there for like 4 years. I was in love with this chick, man. And then that happened. But then I just took that negative situation and turned it into something positive. And now all her friends love me. Like literally. Where she works at, they talk about me. She can't get away from Tonio Skits. She can't get away from it.
Yeah, you probably hit off her friends, dude.
Nah. Or something, but nah.
No. That would be wrong.
It would.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up. I've been in situations like that. People know me like a year ago or a year and a half ago. I was in a fucked up situation as well. 2 women collided with each other, and
that's not good.
One of them was from my past. One of them was from my present.
Yeah, an ongoing story.
I bet you right now your home, your ex is just talking shit to the weed man. Like, you ain't shit, man. If you ain't selling coke by now, you've been together for a year. I left.
They broke up, actually.
Shit, yeah.
They broke up. That didn't work out. He wasn't me.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, they say that when a girl breaks up with you, she usually leaves you for someone who was you. Or reminds them of what you used to be before you got with them. Because women change you all the time.
Yeah.
And then,
that makes sense. But she had no reason. There was nothing wrong with the relationship other than, her doing some fucked up shit.
Was he selling her a dream, or?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
He was Dominican. We do that. We do that. So he must have said the right things.
Well, now you're on a whole nother level of women, quality of women.
Yes.
Your options went from 1 to a couple million girls.
Yeah.
So, hey, man.
Yeah. I ain't complaining.
I'm trying to get this podcast off the ground so I can get on your level of girls, man. I told you you posted that you needed a personal assistant, man. I told you I'd take the fat bitches off your hands, man. I could do wonders with them. I'm a fixer-upper, bro.
I found her, actually. I found an assistant.
You did?
Yeah, she's sick right now. But, yeah. I found her last week. It's crazy. I didn't think I was going to need one. I'm like, I thought people who needs assistant and accountant and managers, I'm like, that's Hollywood, Jake. You'll never find me like, no, I'm going to take care of everything myself. And then when you realize there's no time, like, I need to free up my time. Like, when you're trying to build a brand, there's so much that goes behind it and so much work, and you really need a team. Because now I'm producing videos. I need to produce videos now for Kevin Hart, for this company called Oflow. I need to produce videos for my Facebook and keep it going. For my Instagram, I have to still maintain my foundation to what helped me get here. I can't do all that when I got everything else to take care of and talk to this advertisement company and go to this club and show up over there, do an appearance and do hostings. I can't do any of that. I need a team. So, yeah, that changed my view real quick. Because now I need free time to be creative and to continue with my content.
Yeah, man. You know what I noticed? That it was the assistant thing that like kind of made it really clear to me that you're very passionate about what you do, man. Because you didn't say, "Oh, I need an assistant," you know, because all this shit is getting hectic. You were like, "Nah, I need an assistant because I don't have enough time to do this thing, like this Instagram thing, and I need to do it." You were genuinely concerned about that. What started? Most people are like, "Okay, I started an Instagram. You give me one, not even a recurring role, and like, I don't know, some fucking late night at 2 a.m. showing TV show." And they're like, "All right, I'm out," and then they forget wherever they started, whatever got them there. And,
they do.
You know, I can tell, man. You're trying to protect, like you said, where you started from, no matter how you get there. Because honestly, and I'm pretty sure you noticed this, not just from here, but you know, being around the whole industry.
Yeah.
Things go that fast, man.
Oh yeah.
You can have an opportunity, and right when you're about to sign it, they're like, "You know what? We changed direction.
Yep.
We want someone else," or the pilot doesn't get picked up, or it just something happens to where they just go a different direction, and then you're left there. You're like, "But what about me? Like, I already spent the money you guys were gonna give me."
Spent the money, I shit on everybody else.
Yeah.
And you try to come back. No.
Yeah. A lot of people forget where they came from, man.
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams,
Yeah.
right? He was big in LA. He had this big following, and then he kind of fell off, at least from here.
Yeah.
From my knowledge, he still has like a little price on his head from here.
No.
Because he was in Houston. I think it was in Houston. He was somewhere like around Texas or something. And he was in this, he was doing his stand-up. Someone started heckling him.
Yeah.
Some Mexican guy. But it was just a heckler.
Right.
It just doesn't matter where he was from. And so his response to just the heckling was, "Oh, you don't know about suffering. All your fucking people do is mow lawns."
Ooh.
Or some shit. And everyone was like, "Oh shit." So then that video went viral.
Oh,
and
wow.
They literally, a couple of actual gangs told him, "Okay, just like Biggie, come to LA and see what happens to you." And he avoided California. There was a no-fly zone on him for a while. Right now it died down a little, but there's people that don't like him, and his fan base, a lot was Hispanic.
Wow.
And he actually went on television. He was like, "As an American, I'm not gonna apologize. I don't care if you took it the wrong way," blah blah. It's like, nah. If you're dealing with a heckler, you talk about his clothes. You talk about how stupid he is. You don't talk about race, because unless he's going at you, and even then, he's just gonna look stupid because a bunch of Hispanic people back you up. They follow you. They go to your shows. They spend money on you. But if you turn around and start going, "Well, fuck you. You ain't this. You ain't shit," then you lose that following. And he lost. He went up, and that's when Kevin Hart stepped in, and then he hasn't stopped since, man.
Yeah, Kevin.
That was on fire.
Yeah, he took it to another level.
Yeah.
Kevin's doing his thing.
As he should, man. As he should. Before Cat Williams, it was Dave Chappelle. He's still the fucking man, though.
Yeah.
At any point in time, he's one of those guys that's like, he's like Jay-Z or
he is, bro.
or like the Eminem of comedy. Whenever they drop, you know it's fucking quality. You know it's way up there. It's like tier 1, man. But they stay away from it for whatever reason, whether it's the fame or they just don't want to deal with it, the stress. But they're always perform. Whenever they come out, they perform at a high level. And then, you know. But after his breakdown, then it was Cat Williams' turn, and he was doing great, man. He was doing good, and then he fucked himself over, man. After that, then it was just Kevin's, and then people are still waiting for him to kind of stop moving and, hit his peak. And then,
he's not going to stop.
No.
Bro, he got some crazy stuff coming out, like...
And work ethic-wise, man.
Yeah.
Work ethic-wise, and...
I don't think he sleeps. I legit don't think this man has a bed.
He sleeps in between car rides to wherever he's going.
Seriously.
You know that they say my personal hero or person I look up to, Charlemagne the God.
Yeah.
And that guy, he's always, his partner, his podcast partner, always tells him, he's like, apparently you have more than 24 hours in a day because you do a show. You get up at 4 in the morning, you go do a show, and then then you go do a reading, and then you go do a pitch, and then you do the Breakfast Club, and then you're on social media, and then you go host, and then you do a podcast, and then you do this and do that. And he said some of the greatest minds only slept maybe 3-4 hours a day. And then they kept moving, because that's how you reach greatness, man. You got to want it more than anybody else.
You got to want it more than anybody else, and you got to believe it before anybody else does.
Yeah. Sometimes I tell people, sometimes you're your only fucking cheerleader, man. You're the only one who's going, okay, you can do this, because your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your best friends are like, and sometimes it's kind of hard to I take critique. Where my friends are like, well, you can do this, you can do that, and I take it into consideration, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to see if it's a good idea or not.
Yep.
And it's difficult, man. It is. It's very difficult. People tell me sometimes, like, about the podcast, they're like, oh, man, sometimes it's too long. I'm like, well, it's for the people that like to listen to talk shows.
Yeah, some people like to drive home, throw it on, and rock with it.
Yeah, like some of my favorites is the podcast, the Brilliant Idiots, the Beige Phillips Show. All their shows are about an hour, 40 minutes, hour, 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
As long as they have good content, I like it. I listen to it all the time when I'm, doing my thing, writing, or just for inspiration, or just because I like what they're saying. It's just funny. I listen to it, but I'm not going to cut my shit to like 30 minutes or 40 minutes just because somebody has ADD, man. But I think that's why you're also successful, man. You managed to do great content in 15 seconds.
15 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So much time goes in 15 seconds.
Yeah. How did you? What's the end game here for you? Like, what's your goal?
The thing is, when I started doing videos, the idea was not to entertain millions of people. And then it got to that point. When I started entertaining all these people, the idea was not to make money off of this. Then it got to that point. So when I started making money, the idea was not to let me move to LA and risk everything and get signed by Kevin Hart. And then it got to that point. The idea wasn't to Nick Cannon to hit you up, hey, we want you all wildin' out, and you become the only Latino on Wildin' Out.
I know, man.
It got to that point. So, following my formula, I'm just going to keep pushing to wherever this is going to take me. The idea to come out to LA was to, go to acting classes and get onto film, get onto TV or film. But now with what Kevin Hart's doing, especially his vision with what he has for the people he signed, I'm not even thinking about movies and television because I'm going to create my own TV show on his network. That's how crazy it is. So there is no end because this is work. This is work for me. Like, I love this. I love doing what I'm doing. So it's just about getting better and to continue doing what I'm doing at a higher level if possible. That's all it is.
Yeah. You just have this passion, man. I think I told somebody, I ran into your videos by running into Daryl, I think his name is. The guy who goes, "Use a hoe."
Oh, Dirty Nutty Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. I saw the one skit where he tells his friends telling him, "Your girl's a hoe."
Yeah.
Say no more. He's like, "How do you know she's a hoe? Because she ain't let me hit it." I was like, "Motherfucker." I like that one because a couple of my friends are like, "Man, you don't want that
She
girl."
let me
man.
hit.
She's
I
a
remember
hoe."
that.
Like, why? Oh man, I tried to hit her, man. She wouldn't let me hit it. That's
To make her a hoe.
I was like, that kind of makes her a girl that I want to fucking date, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So I was watching his videos, and then you came out in one of them, or it just how they say like if you like this guy, you like this guy. So I saw yours, and I was like, oh shit, this guy's funny as hell. And so I think for a while I just kept liking all your videos and everything. I was looking forward to it. And then I think I made a joke about something because you started making, I think you had sponsors. So you were sponsoring something. And I said something. I was like, oh, I'm like, I don't always fuck your bitch, but when I do, he's like, I'm just gonna push your product, and you responded. You were like, oh, that's funny. I gotta use that. I'm like, oh shit. So that was another check on my list. I'm like, okay, man, this guy's definitely gonna do great things because you can tell you love what you're doing. You don't do it. You don't do it to be like, okay, I'm doing this to be a millionaire. I'm doing this to have this bad chick. I'm not doing this for a Lambo. And one of the things that comes with success or gets you on the road to success is just putting quality material out there. It doesn't matter if it sticks or it doesn't stick. You honestly don't give a fuck. This is something you are passionate about. Everything you post is funny.
Thanks, bro.
I've seen you, even when you feature on other people, it's like, oh, okay, cool. You know, it's funny as hell. Sometimes you're funnier than them on their, on their own skits and stuff. So you can tell that you have that. You do it. You're always performing at the highest ability, point of your ability, and people respond to it.
Yeah.
People respond to it because they can tell you don't just get up and go, okay, let me just tap dance for people and be like, hey, this is me. Now give me your money. No, you do it for the love, and that's where you get opportunities open to you, man. That's where people come and draw to you. You know how they say money attracts money? Talent attracts more talent. And so you're very talented, and so that's why Kevin Hart, I could easily see it. It's like, if I'm going to put together a team, Kevin Hart ensured that he still keeps going. And it's like, okay, once my time is done, because I'm pretty sure he's thinking about that, where it's like, whether he does, I don't think that he won't have it in him anymore, but it's just like, I want to lay back and actually enjoy all the houses that I own, and he has a wife, and even, his kids and stuff like that. Eventually he'll be like, you know what, let me put a team together who I can trust with my brand, sit back and watch them get it.
That's what... This dude is a visionary. What you got going on? Like, you have Netflix. He's coming out with an app where you can watch sketch comedy, whether on TV or on your phone. And he's gonna have all our stuff there on the Kevin Hart Network. And I have my own channel. These other people, and we're not gonna be just because right now the internet's the wild, wild west. We make videos about whatever the hell. Yeah. He's going to take that, control that, and teach us how to do episodes of certain characters. And just bring it out in a TV format in a world that we're not a part of. It's just ingenious what he's got going on, and that's what's coming up next.
No. Yeah, that's always good. It's very rare for people to teach you how to polish your craft. Because it's like you could be a diamond in the rough, but if no one's really gonna buy it, or gold is just it's there. Once you polish it, once you melt it down, once you do what you have to do to it, then it looks better and it attracts more people. And so you have raw talent, a lot of it. And once you get it polished, then there's really nothing you can't do, man.
Boom. Yeah.
You're eventually gonna be at his level, and then you're gonna surpass it, and you're gonna be.
No, ain't nobody passing Kid.
Oh no, never say never, man. Because the way, honestly, because I've seen people like I watched. Not to take shots at anyone.
Yeah.
But, like Lele. Paige Kennedy, his son, Dirty Nell,
yeah.
Yeah, him. See who else? Nap Kid Boy or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Jerry Perkrank, all of those guys.
Max Jr., all the boys.
They're doing it, but you could tell that they want to do something else.
Yeah, I think everyone has their own, I guess, goal, or everyone has their own road to where they're going to. Sometimes we're all taking the same road, but like everyone has their own approach to whatever they're gonna do. Some people actually do videos just to do videos because that's all they want to do. They don't really care. I know some people that they do Instagram videos and just to do them. Everyone has their own understanding of what they're doing. My thing is this is my foundation. This is what started me, so I will never leave that. That will always be. I could do a video right now with Leonardo DiCaprio and win an Oscar like he did, and I'm still do videos. You know, it's not gonna stop. I'm still, you know, my core fans are right there. You ain't gotta pay for that. I'm gonna be there. Like, you know, if I set up a GoFundMe, I hope, you know, they look out. Send me $1 for every fucking like. That'd be great.
Right?
Nah, I ain't gonna put no GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
I'm just playing unless y'all not. I mean, if y'all want to do it,
Yeah.
I'll set it up.
We're gonna put his savings account number
Yep.
at the end of this podcast, and you can donate $1. And he's gonna send you a dick pic.
I'll do that for free, honestly. Just
the $1's just a plush.
if you hear this podcast and you're a girl, DM me. Nah, I'm playing. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? It's this girl I like, and nah, fuck you, DM me.
And that's probably why she likes you, man. 'Cause you're like you, I got options, but if I want you, then you know.
Exactly.
Special.
Exactly.
No, but what I meant was you have that thing that Kevin Hart has, that aura that he has. Everyone else, they have this thing where it's like, okay, they have their end game. You have,
And I got the Latinos.
there you go, man. You have this thing where you're gonna be the chairman of a company like he is. I could see you doing that. I could see you scouting new talent.
I already did that. Like I manage a chat room with 200 Instagrammers. I figured like a year ago, I'm like when I started doing videos, I'm like, yo, why don't I just create a community of people like me? So like every once in a while, I come up, I would King Ali, all these other people on Instagram. I would just find them. Like for example, I would find them. So now I got everybody in the chat room. It's a successful chat room. We're all there. So many different egos. But we're all there and we're all managed to like make it work. So then what I did was I categorized the chat rooms into follower base. To like for example, if you have 5,000 to 20,000 followers, boom, you're in this chat room. Once you hit 20, and you're in that chat room and you're talking amongst people within your follower base. You're sharing each other's videos so you can get to 20K. Once you get to 20K, boom, I close that chat room and I put you in the 20 to 50,000 chat room. So everybody's in their own chat rooms and they're working together to get to, you know, the 100K chat room. And then I have a general chat room where, like, you know, because we're all friends and stuff. But I got like throw some names out there. I got Dirty Nelly Nell, Julia, Mr. Freeze, Rude Gentleman, Sasha Mercy, The King Ali, Call Me Schizo, Black Boy Chris, Carrie Boy, Cornell, Don Jose, a few strippers. They're just there for entertainment. They'll pop in every once in a while, send some booty pics and then just come out. It's just funny. Got You Cracking the Fuck Up, Houston Kid, Haha Davis, I Pun Puppies, Mr. Bank Shots, Paul Whiskey, Snapshot. I mean, it's just, and that's just one chat room, and I got them all in there.
On your chat room, man, because I know people tell me this shit all the time. I can do it once I apply myself to it, but sometimes, like you said, there's like a bunch of different things to do, and so like I write skits, I write music, I ghostwrite, I have my kids.
I actually have a meeting tomorrow with writers. I'm looking for writers.
Yeah.
So we'll talk after this. I'm looking for writers because the thing is now I need to divide myself. I need to continue doing my videos for Facebook and Instagram. Then I have to do videos for Heartbeat Digital, Kevin Hart's brand, and videos for Oflows and another companies like Instagram. It's a new app that's coming out where they post longer version videos and you get paid for your views.
No doubt.
Yeah, and it's better than Instagram. The app is ridiculous. So I need to divide myself, and if I'm gonna divide myself, I need help with writing. Like, hey, I got 10 new ideas. Now, these are things I didn't have to think about. I look at it, critique it, boom, boom, boom. Oh, boom, we're filming this. So that's what I'm doing right now. So we'll sit down and talk about what I want to do.
I was right, man. You're on you're helming projects.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that Kevin Hart does.
Mm-hmm.
He looks for talent and he helms it. He's at the top and he's controlling the talent, or he's giving opportunities. And that's what I see you doing. Other people, I don't necessarily see them doing it. I see them having careers, but singular careers. Like they'll eventually act. They'll eventually be doing their music.
Yeah.
They'll eventually do this and that. But I see you being Zordon. You get the
Yeah,
reference, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
You got Power Rangers. You know.
Fucking Zordon.
Yeah, you're pimping the Power Rangers, man, and they're doing their thing. They're saving the world, and you're just there like, hey, man, I got a mission for you. You gotta go over here. You gotta go over here. So,
Yeah. I gotta do a Power Ranger skit. I haven't done one yet. I want to do a Power Ranger skit fighting in Walmart or something crazy. They're fighting over a towel, and like the Blue Ranger and the Green Ranger fighting over the last pink towel because they want to bring it to the Pink Ranger. I'll come up with some. Zordon.
What's that called? Affirmative action. Or politically correct Rangers. Well, they have the thing where it's like, oh, we can't be racist, or we can't discriminate, so we have to have the Rainbow Ranger. Stuff like that, man.
Come up with a Rainbow Ranger. Man, if I can get an outfit like that, I'll definitely do that skit. Where Rainbow Ranger just comes out. How y'all doing? Oh my God. Blue, pink, yellow.
I can't wear red. This is not my color.
This is not my color. That's funny.
That's funny. But yeah, man. It's the kind of humor it is. And I like your humor, man.
Thanks, man.
One episode, one of your skits, man, that I was like, I give my right arm because I write with my left arm.
Yeah.
I give my right arm. I would have loved to be at least the cameraman. That one was
Which one?
the one where you her Instagram is a double tap dad.
Oh, Kelsey Monroe, the porn star.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You caught her twerking in front of the laptop.
Yeah,
I
come
was like,
home.
oh,
She's
man.
twerking in front of the laptop, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm making this money. I'm like, no shit. Like, why? She goes, no, I'm twerking. I'm like, obviously, I see you twerking.
But why?
And then, I'm like, for what? And she goes, oh, I'm making this money. And I look at her. You're using the wrong twerk song. And I start twerking with her. I'm like, yo, let's make this money.
See, I started cracking up because I'm like, that's me. For real, like, oh, we getting this money? Shit, I'm about to start shaking my ass.
Let's go.
Man.
Let's
make
go.
It happen. Yeah, man. I don't know. A lot of people don't like saying anything, and I don't know. I don't like starting beef with people. Is there anyone you work with that you're like kind of like, I like them better on Instagram?
I like them better on Instagram. Not really, because the thing is, I learned that Instagram. I don't believe people are who they are on Instagram. At least for the most part. Like me, that's me all day. That's just who I am. Like I am that character. That's just me. But I know that there's a lot of people that portray characters, or they're really not like that. So since I already knew that, I never know what to expect when I meet people. So since when there's never expectations, you can't really, sometimes I meet people, they're really quiet in person, or whatever. Some people are really the way that they are. It's just, but I fucks with everybody, man. Like, working in a hospital and coming from New York, and then just being a people person, like, there's so many levels and different shit going on in people's lives that like I get it. So it don't really matter to me, man. We're here to make some great videos. If we can pull it off, we pull it off. Sometimes I've had a few deletes where like we put some shit together and it just wasn't working out. I'm not gonna post that shit. But for the most part, man, everybody I worked with, we accomplished the goal, and I would see why they do what they do, whenever I collab with them, and it makes sense. Actually, my house, it's had so many social media people here. Anybody like, especially in Miami, if you in the entertainment world and social media, you were in my house. My house was so known that girls will get in trouble taking selfies in my house because the niggas would be like, oh, you're at Tonio's crib, bitch, you lying. I know the color of that wall. And like, that's how known it was. And the neighbors loved it. Like, it was great. So that's the atmosphere I brought here now. And people, Cornell, King Ali, Pat D. Lucky, all these people that are popping right now on social media, whenever they come to LA, they come over here, we sleep here, they do videos. There's a lot of viral videos out there right now with this scenery because they shot it here.
This backdrop right here.
Yeah, because they shot it here. So that's the kind of atmosphere I like to bring, man. I like to have an open house. I fucks with everybody. Come through. We all film, and it's just great, That's all it's about, man. Making these videos, having a good time, and making people laugh.
Longest, best, personally, my favorite, the 3-part video when you were in Houston.
Oh, wait. Blame it on Quay.
Uh-huh.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo, working with Quay, that dude, yo, he's dope. That dude is dope, man. We did that video. That video came about because I was supposed to move to LA, so I got everything set. I'm gonna jump on the plane. And then Julia was like, "Oh, I'm gonna drive to LA." I'm like, "All right, cool." She was supposed to drive with some dude. So she drove, and the dude hit her up like last minute, like, "Oh, you know, I got caught up doing this. I can't go to LA." And she's like, "Wow, I'll drive by myself." I was like, "What? All right, cool." So I'm just chilling in Miami. 2 days later, I get a call. Julia crying. She's in Georgia. She goes, "I can't do this. Please, I need you to go." I'm like, "Yo, don't do this to me, Julia." So I'm like, I canceled my flight. Well, no, I changed my flight I went to Atlanta, jumped in the car with her, and the idea was I'm going to stop in different stations, just do videos with everybody. So I went to Georgia. I stopped at Ratchet People Me, did a video over there. The Snapchat video I did a video with DC Young Fly over there, and Brussy, she lives over there too. Boom, we went to Houston, and I had this video idea for like weeks already, ready for Quay. And man, the video idea was different from what you saw. Is that while we were filming, the chemistry was kicking in. It just turned into that, and that video was classic. Classic.
I gotta give props to your homegirl Julia.
Yeah.
Cause the way somebody was telling me, they even asked me a couple of homies to look at the videos. They're like, "Nah, I can't be. She has to have like a twin or a sister or something." Like, why? Like, nah, cause look how she looks. She looks all sweaty and all creepy, and then she posts up another picture of herself, and then she's like model.
That's Julia. Julia is.
I was like, oh man,
the epitome of your girl next door, tomboy. Then she's a princess one day, and then the next day, you know, she's out there looking like, you know, this big time model, and then you see her just eating pizza, swallowing that shit like she a dude. That's Julia.
Too,
oh my God, her mom. Oh man, I just watched the video yesterday. She was like, "Oh, ¿qué te pasa?" Like saying something about because her friend was like sick or something. She was like, "Lo que usted necesita es vergamina." So dumb. I'm like, what? Is that even a vergamina? Dick vitamin. I'm like, what?
Yeah, nothing makes you feel better than some dick. For women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious. I was watching it and I saw something, and then when she responded, like such a Mexican or Hispanic. Is she Mexican?
She's Mexican.
Then I was right. I was like, yeah, that's a Mexican mom.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, mija. It's like,
no.
Stop fucking around.
Pinche.
Fuck up.
She like goes in. Her mom is Mexican.
How'd you guys meet up?
The chat room that I have, somebody like a year ago, and we just became cool, and we always talk. She was in the army, so whenever we would talk, she was like, "Yo, I'm moving to LA," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm moving to LA." She goes, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in August." She goes, "Yo, me too." And she's like, "Why don't we just roommate?" And I was like, I'm not really with the whole roommate thing, but it's a girl. I'm like, hell yeah, she's a girl. I can deal with girls. I'm like, let's do it. It makes sense because I didn't know what's going to happen out here. I don't know if I was going to make money. I don't know if I could afford. So it just made sense.
Like, I'm going to have to rent a 4-bedroom in Compton.
Yeah.
For, was it $150 a month?
Yeah, man. I don't want Debo stealing my shit. So it just made sense. And now we're here.
That's cool. Favorite person to work with?
Favorite person to work with? Favorite person to work with? Man, I'm gonna have to say it was Quay, man. Working with Quay was just crazy. Yeah, working with Quay was crazy. And I just recently worked with this girl named Laseni. Let me tell you, she is going to be, I don't want to say the next Beyonce because she's going to be bigger than Beyonce. This girl sings, yo, it's ridiculous. Like, your ass hair gets goosebumps. Like, if you get goosebumps in your ass, yo, that person's doing it. yo, she's popping. She's Latina. She just signed to Bruno Mars.
Ooh,
So
nice.
yeah, but yeah, it was fun working with her, man. It was just the chemistry's there. But like favorite person so far had to be Quay, man. We kicked it off because the thing is when you work with people, like you got to deal with their ego and their idea. But there's a science to this. Like this is my video. This is my vision. Do you share it? You know what I'm saying? And it just the thing is I had my vision, but he changed my vision. And it worked. It's just when the chemistry's there, man. It's just there, man. When we did the thing.
Yeah, there's ways to do it too, man. Like, I've worked with people where it's like, oh look, this is the concept. All right, it's cool, I like it, but let's do this and let's do that. And no, I don't like this. And I don't like that. Nah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't feel comfortable. I'm like, okay, I'm not in the right room with the right people. I'm like, you know what? Let's just not do it, man. Cause I don't like that. And just people are like, okay, let's tweak this. There's a difference between criticism and critique. Yeah. Critique is just, okay, I like this, but how about we tweak this? And it's still the same concept. There's generally the same concept. It'll work. And criticism is just like, well, it's not going to work. What's this? Well, I don't see it. It's like, okay, let's do it. Then you can see it. Some people don't see the same thing as you do. And so.
And it's the beauty of when chemistry's there, the chemistry's there. So I'm actually working out. I'll talk to you about this because I'm looking for writers, and I got an idea, a concept with Quay that I threw at him, and it's actually to pitch it to Kevin because we're at the point where Kevin's like, look, if you got an idea and you say, hey, that's 9 episodes, you're like, okay, here's the budget. So I got an idea, a concept that I want to put some writers involved and work something out. So yeah, I'm trying to create my own team now to start doing what I'm doing, and that's where we at. Yeah. And if you're a girl and you want to be a part of the Tonio Skits brand, please go ahead and DM me your pictures. Naked for argument. I'm playing with you. Now, if you trying to get in the video with Tonio Skits, you already know. Just holler at me. I'm easily accessible. Just DM me.
See, you DM your nudes to the Wolf of LA.
Yeah, send them over there.
And then I'm gonna pass them to Tonio.
Yeah, no, he'll tell me whether or not you qualify. I don't want to see naked pictures. I am not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm his other assistant. So I'm the one who's gonna decide whether you get to see him or not.
Yep.
So, my DMs.
Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble on that one. You got a girlfriend?
No.
Oh, you straight? No, I mean, I'm single, but I gotta say the word "but" for political reasons.
Situation.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Can be potential situation.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, man.
Yeah.
That's about it. People switch up all the time.
Yeah. I'm accustomed to all that.
Have you dated anybody after your ex?
Yeah, I've dated a few.
Any horror stories?
Yeah.
Just
Kelsey
if you guys could see the look on his face, like, oh shit.
Kelsey Monroe was a problem.
Oh, you dated her?
Kelsey? You don't, Kelsey was a problem. I had to block her.
For a second, I thought that was your daughter, man.
My daughter?
No, not her. She has a daughter. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's Tony.
Nah, that's not.
I was like...
My daughter's beautiful. Nah. She's, Kelsey's a little nutty. She's not all there. Yeah. Had a good heart, but she's just not all there.
Skit, Hollywood.
Yeah, where she went, these hoes be doing research. Yeah, that was her idea, actually. Yeah. And we shot it. Yeah, so, yeah, of course. You gotta be crazy to think of that one.
Yeah.
So we did that video. Yeah, all the videos I did with her were really good.
Any girl that you don't have to name names, any girl you passed on that you wish you didn't?
Any girl I passed on that I wish I didn't? Nope. There's not.
That would be assuming you passed on the...
No, there's not one girl that I regret not giving my time to. If I decided to pass on you, I had valid reasons to, and those reasons I don't take back.
For all the ladies out there, what is Tonio like in his girl besides Tonio?
I like my shorty to be spontaneous. I like my shorty to give me attention. You know what I'm saying? I like her to be smart. Who doesn't? Who wants a stupid bitch? I like her to have a personality, man. Just be open-minded. Like, I fucks with that.
Polygamy.
Yeah, no.
That's pretty open-minded, man.
I mean, yeah, there's no limitations to what open-minded mean. And that's all it is, man. And just somebody that can support me and see my vision and doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And a chick that's not for everybody. A chick that'll be in the streets, quick to tell a nigga no. But when we in bed, all she's screaming is no. You know what I'm saying? That kind of girl. That kind of girl. So, man, I'm not that picky. I'm really not. And I don't have a type. But I just want a girl that gets me, man. That wants to struggle with me. That wants to that put that, man. Most of these girls, like, they lack effort. Like, how you expect me to be jumping these mountains for you, and you can't even call a nigga more than once because I didn't pick up my phone. Like, yo, just text me or call me. Like, do more than that. Don't sit there talking about, oh, well, I called you at 1 o'clock and I figured you were big. Stop figuring. Call me more. Show me you care. Holla at me. Pick up the phone. You know what? Why don't you make me some rice and beans and just come to my house and be like, yo, babe, I thought about you today. Here's some food. Just do. What? Man, then they wonder why they ain't. I will marry her. Fuck around and buy me food. Make me food and not even tell me you were making it and then bring it? What? Yo, I'm with you. Shit.
Yeah, man, I've dated girls that, you know, I'm at work and then they'll show up and then they brought me some homemade shit.
Yes.
And it's like, ooh.
We need a moment for this. Hold on. Shout out to those girls that be cooking for their nigga for no reason.
Because it's Tuesday, man.
And then after he eats the food, you fuck him. Okay. Shout out to those girls. I love you. Cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I've had bad, man. I took it no offense, man. Some guy was like, "Oh no, just because you're crazy, you attract crazy." I'm not fucking crazy, man. I'm not. I know I'm not. But I've dated some crazy ass people in my life, man. I've had, like, I have an older sister, right? And when I was in high school, I was dating this girl, and I usually didn't see my sister. Like, we went to, she's only a year older than me, so we were in the same high school in high school at the same time.
What high school you were in? Here in LA or?
Yeah, in LA. And so I saw her. Like, in between classes, I saw her. I was like, "Oh, what's up, Smoke?" Hugged her. I'm like, "I'll see you at home." One of my, at the time, my girlfriend at the time, one of her homegirls saw me hugging the girl. And then she goes and she's like, "Oh, fuck that. I seen you hugging up on this fucking bitch. Oh, and you fucking told her I'll see you at home. Hey, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Oh, you want me to I'll introduce you to this bitch." She's like, "Oh, you ain't got no fucking shame." I'm like, "Oh, Smoke? Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch, my older sister."
Oh.
And my older sister just gave her this dirty ass look, and she's like, "You need to just find better hoes, man." And she walked away. I was like, "Oh shit!" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." I'm like, "Yeah, because you just fucking assume that I have standards. I ain't just fucking anything with an ass or a pulse, man. A fat ass will go a long way, but I learned. I'm at that age. I was talking about this in 2 podcasts ago, man. I'm at that age where you gotta have more than a fat ass, man.
Yeah.
Because once you start going up in level of things that you do and things that you want, like you said, man, you gotta have a girl that.
Hold on, we got a call coming in. Remember the girl I told you? She's like the next Beyonce. She's calling me. We're gonna put her on speaker. Hello.
Babe, how much you pay for your phone for
I don't remember. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Laseni. I'm in the middle of a podcast interview and you're in it. So say hi because I did talk about you. Say hi.
Oh my God.
Say hi.
Hi. Yo, what up?
Okay. A year ago,
Yo,
she
you
used
so
to
retarded.
she used to step on roaches, and now she's in L.A. living in Burbank, chilling.
Hey, chillin'. Nah, we fine. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Nigga, you know you were stepping on roaches. All right, yo. Anyways, yo. So what do you mean? What I pay for my phone? I financed
Wait,
it.
but just tell me how much you paid for it. Did you get it from Sprint? Did
No.
you get it from like the carrier? Or
No, I got it from AT&T. I got it from AT&T, and I financed it.
From Cricket.
Fuck. Alright.
What you trying to do? What you trying to do? Okay, bye. Moving on.
Sound like she got. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, so I was telling you, man. And so, like you said, man, just a girl to have your back because I have a problem with a girl just wanting to sit down at the table when it's already set. You know what I mean? You have to, bitch, you have to help me step on these roaches. You have to
Really?
help me set the fucking table. You have to help me put some gas in this fucking car.
I want that Stephen Curry and his girl kind of thing going on, man, because they got that's love right there. That's real.
Yeah. Oh man, she said something. She was about the whole dressing slutty. She was like, "Nah, I only do that shit for my man." I was like, "Oh, I need to steal her from Curry, man, because that's rare, man. All these girls, they do everything for everyone, man. I personally like girls that do things only for me.
Yeah.
Like every time I've dated a girl, I've never done the exact same thing with that girl that I did with this girl. Like if I brought flowers to one girl all the time, I won't give flowers to the other girl. It'll be roses or it'll be lilies or something else. If I took this girl out to eat a lot, then maybe this.
That's
girl
too much
would be
work,
more
man. That's why
supportive.
I ain't with this.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be
I
creative.
stay single. Like, you gotta be a bad bitch, and not even talking about looks. You just gotta be a bad bitch in what you do for me to even like invest my time into you.
Because nowadays you can build a bitch, man.
I don't know.
I told my goals that. I'm like, why am I gonna put up with this fucking crazy bitch with a fat ass, big titties? I could build a girl. I could get a girl who's got a body of a fucking 15-year-old boy. Buy her titties.
Oh
buy her
my
some
God.
ass. If she's chubby,
That's crazy.
buy her a fucking gym membership.
Huh.
Get her weight down, and just mold her into whatever the fuck I want her to be. And she's nice. And she cooks. Her mom loves me. Her brother ain't trying to fight.
Until she gets them ass and tits, then she gonna leave your ass, run. She gonna be like, wait a minute, look at all this attention I'm getting now. Fuck this nigga, let me get this money.
Oh, no. I studied law, man, so I know how to have contracts.
Oh,
If
shit.
tease me, their titties are staying right where they belong in my fucking house. I'm gonna have a jar right there with their titties. Just, you want to leave me, you see that jar right there. That's for them titties, man. Fuck that.
Wow.
But yeah. Nah, dude, so. Are you going to school here? No.
Acting school, and I'm gonna start going to improv classes. After I filmed Wildin' Out, I learned like improv is very important to maintain. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Well, that and being around people, because I think once you're like the thing that I like about Wilding Out is the whole wild style and everything. I think when you see someone crack a joke, instinctively, most of the time, most people that are funny, they're like, okay, you got one on me. Watch this. I got something for your ass, and then you recycle it. When I'm with like my best friend my homie Menace, my cousin Devil, and my homegirl Shy, my little cousin. Oh man, we were in a fucking restaurant, we just laughing, just fucking going off on each other and just bagging on each other and talking all this shit, and it's just hilarious, man. But then when I'm around other people, it's like I don't have any inspiration to draw from. So, being surrounded by the right people too helps.
Yeah,
For
always. It always does, man.
Any kids?
Huh?
You have any kids?
Yeah, my kids are big. My daughter is gonna turn 15 this year. My son is 13. She's actually the reason why I'm here, because I was supposed to be here sooner. So when I sat down to my family and told them what I wanted to do, my daughter wasn't like, nah. So then I changed my mind. I was like, I'll stay in Miami. And 2 months later in the summer, she just changed her mind and she's like, oh, Papi, I think you should do it. You know, try it out. And she gave me conditions, like, you know, she has to be here Christmas, New Year's, spring break, which is coming up in 3 weeks, so she's going to be here, and the whole summer. So we made a deal, and then I packed and left literally 2 weeks after that. Yeah. Gave me the green light.
You were a teen dad.
Yeah, those are them right there.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're in my videos.
Oh, shit.
They're in the Christmas clapback videos where...
Oh, yeah, with the rest of your girl at?
Yeah.
Ah, damn. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you had to be a teen dad. Huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, Massachusetts Warcaster. No. It's Worcester. Worcester. Why would they name this city? Yo, I'm gonna be at Mambo's. Worcester. Just look at the details below. Yo, city alert.
Yeah, they just posted. I'm booked in Boston or Massachusetts. That's some weird ass. I don't know the name of that place. Woolcast. I don't know. They got shit fucked up over there.
Man, always be careful, dude. There's places in Middle America and in the South, man. It's still 1948.
Yeah.
Well, it's still you can't drink water from the same water fountain as other people. My homie moved to Tennessee, and
they're still stuck in time over there.
Yeah, so he doesn't like being there as much. I honestly don't know how the fuck he traded being over there and freezing ass snow. Yeah, the beach right here, man. It's really sunny over here. It's fucked up because you're in Miami from New York and you know what cold is right here.
No, I tell them that I was just in Boston. I picked the wrong weekend to be there because it was the coldest it's ever been since the 1920s. It was like -9 degrees or whatever. And I talked to some people that I'm like, look, man, I come from the cold weather. I come from New York. And my excuse for being there was I was too young to move and too poor. What the fuck is your excuse? You old as hell and you got a job. Like, why are you still dealing with this? How do you not move to Miami?
Yeah, man. And people, two things you gotta know about here. When it drizzles, everybody starts crashing into each other because we don't know how to drive and when it rains. And when it's 55, you see people with thermos and with big ass hoodies and scarves because we can't handle cold.
That's how it was. Like, because in Miami, I'm like that. Like, whenever it gets like maybe 50 degrees, the thing is, since I have winter clothes and there's never a reason to put it on, if it's 50 degrees, I have an excuse to put it on. So necessarily it's not because it's so cold. It's just this is the only time I can rock this. I'm going to rock it. Look at this video. My homeboy Caraboy did it.
I have to apologize.
I posted a trending on there. I put somebody's getting pregnant tonight in the after party because Leo's not pulling out tonight.
Nope.
He's gonna celebrate.
He's going in.
Fuck that, I won.
He doesn't have a kid, does he?
Nah, I don't think so. He was just kind of running through the Victoria's Secret catalog for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, some guy, he's the ultimate side dude, man. Because he hit some girl in a club, and he didn't know she was married. But you know, he slept with her, and her dude found out, and he killed himself.
What?
Yeah, it happened a while back, like maybe a year. Maybe
Damn.
a couple years ago.
He killed himself after Leo smash.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you.
He's my hero.
What are you gonna do? Nah, I'm gonna watch what I got something for you. No, you don't, man. You got millions. He's fucking Victoria's Secret models. He's got money. He's got
and
talent.
he fucked your girl.
Yeah, and he fucked your girl. Like,
In some Gucci flip flops.
Yeah, man.
I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip flops.
Yeah, so damn, man, that's just horrible. But damn.
I can't say I got that one app. I don't know. It merges pretty.
So whatever happened to that
pretty
one
good.
kid that was giving you shit, man?
Huh?
What happened to that one kid? You were the bootleg rapper.
Who?
there was a kid, like, I was texting you, and you posted him up, like, he said he didn't like your comedy or your skits or something, and then you're like, man, your bitch follows me. And then,
I fucked his girl and her best friend.
dang.
I'm gonna put it out there. Okay, yeah, I'm lying. Yeah. So yeah. That was that. Yeah, and that happened. Like, I couldn't even tell you. It just did. It happened like that.
I don't know how people. I don't get how people just try to go at you in social media, man. I'm like, how do you not know who the fuck this person is, man? They can clap back.
I'm baffled sometimes as to why, but you know, it's a part of what we do. It is what it is.
Fuck your bitch is what we do.
Allegedly.
Just because your girl's nodding yes doesn't make it real, but you
Yeah.
know, it might be.
Allegedly.
I had one of my exes, her best friend, tried to throw that shit at me, man.
What?
Tried to throw the pussy at me, man. And while we were together, her best friend was like, you know, you can get this. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Nah. Because she at the time, the girl that I was dating was a good girl, man. So I was like, nah, I'll pass. And then she went and told the girl, like, oh, he tried to smash. I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't. If I wanted to, I would have done it.
Wow.
And then they had been friends for a minute, man. They had been friends for since they were 6, 7 years old. So I'm like, wow, man, just no loyalty.
That's what it is right now. 2016. Loyalty cannot be defined.
How do you feel about the whole feminist movement here?
The feminist movement? Hey, I mean, I support what they're trying to do. I mean, it is what it is, man. I support it. My mom was a single mom doing her thing, and like I get it from there. I mean, there's some girls that just ODing on it, like they just going overboard. But like I get it.
Just 'cause I punch you in the face doesn't mean you can punch me back.
Yeah, no, that's just ODing. That's not about being. That's not feminist. This is equal. This is equal rights. Like, yo, like don't punch someone in the face and be like, oh, because I ain't a girl, you can't punch me. Like, wait, you don't. Why are you punching me? How do you think?
She's a girl.
No, you can't do that. So they you gonna try and change the game now? Like, oh, okay, you have certain rights that we don't. Like, nah, man, this is all equal, and I respect, you know, the women and what they're trying to do as far as the whole feminist movement, you know, because it's been a minute. You know, they just began to vote not too long ago. They just, you know, so it's about that time, and
we're about to have a woman president, maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Who you voting for?
Listen, I would vote for Trump just so I can get him on the way to the White House so I can shoot that mall.
You can hit his bitch, man.
Yeah, or fuck Trump's bitch. Nah, a Mexican needs to fuck his bitch. I'm calling it right now. I want a Mexican to fuck Donald Trump's bitch. He deserves that shit and knock her walls down, if you get what I'm saying. Knock her walls down, let Trump know.
Challenge accepted, man.
He needs to build more. He needs to build different walls than the one he's trying to build for the states. Cause we just knocked down your bitch's walls. Knock his shit down.
At first I thought it was a joke, man, but apparently he actually seriously has a good chance of the fucking.
The thing is, I don't think he needs the Latin vote. What Latin person, what Hispanic person gonna vote? How?
There's motherfuckers that actually are voting for him, and they're Hispanic, man.
Nah, son, and they're fake Hispanic.
Yeah, I don't know. About the feminist thing, I told my homegirl. Oh, I tell feminists this. I'm like, there's guys who aren't feminists, Jay-Z, and there's guys who are feminists, Ray Rice.
Bro, look at this girl's party. Watch.
Oh, shit. I thought it was a little kid. But she's
Ew.
she's cleaning out her pipes, man. She's getting ready.
Yeah, good luck on that. So, fuck Trump. Anyways,
Biggest difference between East and West, besides women and food.
besides women and food, that's all I care about. Man, besides women and food. Well, if you take away the culture aspect, then you take, well, food and women. We could talk about traffic. I've been in New York. I've been in Miami. I lived in those places, so I know all the traffic. LA by far is the worst ever in life. I could be in Miami, and I remember looking at my GPS. I was 7 miles away from something. I'll get there in 10 minutes. Here, 7 miles, I get there in an hour. You know what it is? To sit in traffic knowing if I would have got out this car right now and walked my ass, I would have been there already. That's LA traffic for you. And there's no shortcuts. You got so many mountains out here that you need a helicopter to get shortcuts. So
You know what that is? It's everybody getting a car.
yeah.
Everybody and their mom has a car, man. Where I stay at, the guy that lives in front of me, he has a car. He has his work car and his regular car.
Oh shit.
Then he has 2 kids. They got 2 cars.
Oh,
his
shit.
wife got a car. So that's 5 fucking cars that are parked, in the fucking street, which there's no fucking parking at all anymore where I stay at.
Shit.
Then the neighbor, there's people that own fucking houses. They have the driveway, but they don't park in the driveway. They park outside because they don't want the fucking cars in the driveway.
Yeah, it's heavily. So I Uber everywhere now. Like I don't. My car's still in Miami. I never brought it here. I Uber everywhere. I don't deal with that shit no more.
Get a motorcycle, man.
Man, I would, but not because of me, just my family. I was in a bad motorcycle accident.
Oh,
Bad. This is where a van cut me off, and I flew into the windshield. It ripped my skin off. I have 10 screwed in my spine right now. I shattered T3 and T4 in my thoracic spine. During the operation, one of my lungs collapsed and I flatlined. I was gone for 22 seconds. They brought me back, and I was in a coma. I was in life support.
Did
And
Pac make it to heaven?
huh?
Did Pac make it to heaven?
I didn't get to see him, man. If I would have made it over there, the first person I want to see is Aaliyah, because I'm trying to smash Aaliyah. I ain't gonna lie. So, I was in a coma, and then I was paralyzed. They went and told my family, yo, he's paralyzed. And 28 days later, I walked out the hospital with no rehab needed. I needed no rehab.
Nah, you fucking blessed. Huh?
Yeah, and that's what drove me to go to nursing school. And then went to nursing school. That's where I met my ex. And then now I'm here because of that whole situation.
Damn.
So anybody, if you ever find yourself at your lowest point, because I lost everything. I lost my houses. I lost my car. I lost my life. And I'm in a hospital with screws in my spine. And a year and a half later, I'm in front of Kevin Hart having conversations. So it's like, whenever you feel you're at your lowest point, just know you cannot go any lower. You could only climb up from there. And people just don't know. A year from your current fucked up situation, you're going to be a different person in a different mind in a different place. They just got to believe that shit. Man, you're going to walk out of whatever you're in. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
No.
I had surgery like a couple of years back, maybe 3-4 years back, actually. And I was healthy, man. I was fucking unbreakable until I wasn't. I found myself getting cut open, and then I had to get up because I had a baby on the way. I had my second kid on the way, and so they told me, they're like, oh, you need rehab for 6 months, the least. For about a year, you can't do anything. I'm like, fuck that, man. 3 days afterwards, I got up. I walked the fuck out of there. I gotta work. I'm like, I can't miss. I already missed. What was it? I missed, I think, 3 days.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 days of work. I'm like, I already missed too much, man. My check's gonna come short. So I showed up to work, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Weren't you just in surgery? I'm like, yeah. But I need this money, man.
Yeah.
And they switched me to the graveyard shift at the time. And so I worked graveyard. There was less people and everything, but I was still there, man. The funny thing was that I I was on my way to work when I ended up in the hospital because like my gallbladder exploded inside.
Ooh.
And they told me, they're like, why aren't you in more pain? I'm like, I'm in pain. I just take a lot of pain. And they gave me morphine. They gave me like 3-4 shots of morphine. It didn't work.
What?
Because apparently I'm in that 1% of people where my body recognizes things that don't belong there. And so it breaks it down faster. And so, like the first time they gave me morphine, it kind of worked. Second time, not really. Third time, might as well just been fucking sugar that they were injecting in me. So it didn't work. Like none of the painkillers worked or anything. The doctor was like, I could prescribe you heroin, but it worked one time and then after that it won't work. So I had to let it out, man. It's fucking bad.
Wow.
And I was in a motorcycle accident too.
Yeah.
Like earlier last year or late last year. I was driving, some fucking idiot decided that he'd rather crash into me than the bus. And so he swerved and he fucking hit my knee. My knee like swelled up like that big. I ended up eating shit, but my motorcycle was okay.
That's all that matters.
Dude, it was funny because I was in 2 accidents. I was on my way to do I think like a meeting or a podcast or something. I had bought brand new boots. And so I'm there, some fucking drunk driver starts like trying to swerve into me.
Yeah.
So I moved lanes. And then he caught up to me and he just, he tried to run me off the road. He hit me.
Ooh.
And I went down. My motorcycle ended up on top of me. I got this shit right here. I got some other shit.
And he just
on my
bounced?
stomach.
Did they get him or no?
Nah, he fucking rolled out. And I was there in the middle of the fucking street and freeway and stuff. I get up. The first thing is like, fuck, I messed up my boots. I just got these fucking boots. And then
You're alive.
And then I looked at my motorcycle. I had a tiny scratch. Since it ended up on top of me,
You saved?
Yeah, I saved my motorcycle. I was like, motherfucker. Then the other time, same thing. Nothing happened to my motorcycle.
No.
They fucked me up from my knee, and I couldn't work out or anything. So
Yeah.
and so like right now, I ended up doing you ever had Spartan races?
Yeah.
I did my second one this year, just in January.
Dope.
Prior to the accident, I was in great shape.
Yeah.
And then I just got fat because I couldn't do shit, couldn't run or anything. And then I still went to the Spartan race. I almost died. I had a fever. I had a cold. And I was out of shape, but I was like, I'm not, fuck this shit, man. And I still went.
You still did it.
Yeah, I finished it, man. So I was like,
Wow.
But yeah, I'm still waiting for my motorcycle to come back from the.
What kind of bike you have?
Hardy, 883. Funny shit. In all those times, nothing happened to my motorcycle. I was at work. My motorcycle was parked and
somebody crashed
fucking
into it.
idiot crashed into it and totaled my bike.
That's how it is, man.
I was like, wow, well, at least I wasn't on it. And so they ended up having to pay close to $10,000 to fix it. And so it's been 8 months since that happened, it's gonna be 8 months, and supposedly by the end of this month or mid next month they're gonna bring it like back to me. So I haven't had my motorcycle in almost a fucking year.
That's crazy.
But I like riding. I'm safe. I'm not like the fucking dumbasses that just like they hit 60 miles an hour in the school zone just for no fucking reason at all.
Yeah.
I got 2 kids, man. I got things to come back to. I got people to come back to. So.
Yeah.
And I promised my son I'd be there in his graduation, so I gotta do that.
You gotta do it.
You know that better
Yeah.
than anyone, man. Sometimes we get up, we
Gotcha.
come back from shit, not for us, but for the people that
Not
are
for them,
expecting
yeah.
us to come back. Something you can find here that you can't find there.
Something I can find here.
That you can't find back in the East, in Miami, or New York.
Something you can find here. You can't find over there. Mansion parties. Mansion parties are fun.
Oh yeah, you went to the Playboy Mansion party, right?
No, not the Playboy one. Not yet.
You're like, I want to.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah. I just want to use their bathroom and and jack off or something, do something. Just record it like, yo, I'm jacking off. I'm jacking off in the Playboy Mansion. I'm about to ski in the bathroom and live. Snapchat that shit. For sure.
Can you hold your dick?
I sure can. I don't know about drinking so early.
Oh, it is early, huh? No, it's 4, what? 4 or 5?
Yeah. Mexicans out here, this is late. Can you hold yours?
Oh, yeah, man. Definitely.
Where are you from, though?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Well, born there, ran here.
Oh, okay.
I was, my parents were both from Mexico. They brought me here when I was 4 years old. All my family that I consider family or that I like is here, so there was no reason for me to come back or go back over there. And LA is all I've known for most of my life. So when I was like a teen, I started traveling a lot. So I used to take road trips to Napa Valley, San Francisco.
Damn.
I went to Minnesota. I drove from here to fucking Georgia and back. I went to New York for a little bit. I went to Texas, but not southern Texas, northern Texas, which is a big mistake.
No.
Because there's a lot of white people and the shortage of brown people.
I drove through there.
Been everywhere, man. Done a lot of things. Gross. Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly, people. That word saves lives.
I gotta say, man, you're everything that I thought you would be, man.
That's dope, man. Thank you.
Mad fucking cool. Yeah. Sense of humor, funny. You didn't act white. Your accent didn't change.
No. Oh, imagine that. How old are you, sir? Just come on right inside and sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, this is me.
You're stoked about being able to cuss.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I've met a few people and not gonna name drop, but
yeah,
they're just not the same people. It's a different persona. I understand, you know, but your persona on Instagram
some
and
people
real
are
life
weird.
is not really that different, man.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I like that. You live your truth, man.
The only thing different is like I'm really never around girls. Allegedly.
And less bitches. As soon as I leave, you have them.
Two gonna come downstairs like, yo, he's gone. Like, yeah, bitch, come on. Allegedly.
See somebody climbing in the window.
Oh man.
Hurry up, Tonio. Oh shit.
El Diablo. Yeah, charging my phone. So I got backup charges on backup charges.
Oh, that's a backup charger?
Yeah.
Shit, I
everywhere. Everywhere.
How much did that cost?
I think it was like $60 in Best Buy.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I spend more on less. But yeah, well, thank you for the interview.
Definitely, man.
I'm probably going to hound you for another interview eventually down the line.
Whenever, bro.
Hopefully.
If there's time, we'll sit down, kick it. I'm moving to North Hollywood soon, so I'll be closer.
Yeah, it's cool. You weren't that far. I left early because I thought I was going to be late.
Yeah.
And there was no traffic.
Yeah, coming on. Ain't nobody trying to get a Panorama City.
I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I'm here. I was kind of here earlier. I was like, all right. And you told me you're like, nah, 2:30, man. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. I don't know why in my head I'm like 2:30. Because I was actually home at 11 when I got the call from Santa Monica. Like, yo, you got to come over here. I'm like, oh, 11? I got time. Let me run over there. And then I'm like, oh, shit. You were here already. So.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
We work it out.
Yeah, man. And I was in somebody saw me right here, standing here, and they were like, are you waiting for somebody? I'm like, yeah. They're going to hit me back up right now.
Yeah.
They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. You want to walk in? I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah, a lot of people come to my place, so they always assume it's usually from here.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, Tonio?
Yeah,
I'll walk in, you have them be making a big-ass sandwich in your crib, man.
What up? Yeah.
No.
You lucky if you find food in here. These girls that live here aren't girls. They're niggas. They're men. Julia is a man. She don't cook.
By the way, you motherfuckers lost $100, man. And you know what I'm talking about.
Apparently, there's a bet asking if I'm with Julia. Is my sister. There is no. I don't even see it like that. Like there is nothing going on with Julia. I'll smash some of her friends, but nothing with Julia. Julia's my sister. So whoever betted on that nigga, you lost.
Yeah, see? You heard it from Tonio, man.
You lost.
And I made some money, so fuck that.
Oh yeah, I better get half of that shit. Yeah. No, you said you were gonna pay me if I said that, so make sure you. Right. you gonna edit that part out because be like, nah, nigga, he said this.
I'm gonna just I'm gonna chop and screw.
Hold on, he brought me some Patron Silver. This man brought the damn. Oh, okay. He brought the used one. Nah, fuck with you. Brand new bottle, Patron.
Mexican water, man.
Yes, that's that. It's the real tequila. I actually went to I'm fascinated by the Mayan civilization. Like everything about the Mayans, I love. So I went to Cancun because I heard there was a bus that takes you to the pyramid of Chichen Itza. So I went over there and did that, and went to see the pyramid, which was fascinating. But along the way, there's some spots there where people are making tequila and all this shit there, and I didn't understand. I'm like, wow, that's how they do all that shit.
Well, the plant that makes tequila only grows in Mexico. That's why they haven't made any tequilas any kind of other tequila anywhere else.
Why does it only grow there?
I don't know. It just grows there. People have tried to make tequila somewhere else, but it just doesn't grow. It doesn't give. Like
that's crazy.
That's why if you check any kind of tequila that's out there, it's usually like a product of Mexico. There's a lot of brands, but there's just,
has to be.
Yeah, I like that one or the platinum one. I don't like Gallego. Aged one, I don't really like it that well, but
yeah, I like this.
Like that one or 1800. I like that one.
Put like this.
Hold on.
Got this one here, and another one right here, and they're all. This one's already done. Nice. I appreciate it though.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, appreciate you doing the interview. Hopefully next time that we talk, I'm going to be announcing that I'm on Team Tonio Skit.
Yo.
And I'm definitely going to take a few fat bitches from Tonio. Because he don't want. And his personal assistant might go missing, and so I'm going to fill in for her. It's cool.
Yes, it's
yeah, man. And this has been another episode of Life as It Happens.
What number episode is this?
3.
Episode 3, ladies and gentlemen, episode 3.
See? And remember, whether you're having the worst day of your life or the best day of your life, don't take it personal because shit happens, and this is life as it happens.
Boom.